Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a review of the James Charles X Morphe palette. I opened this for the very first time along with the brush set, so you're going to watch me complete this entire look. Keep on watching. Guys, so I'm about to open this palette for the very first time. I'm so excited to use this. So as you can see, like, I've not taken this out of the box. We've got bubble wrap on it. So you can see the unit carton has James' face on it, and then a message on the back. And I'm going to take it out of the bubble wrap. That's pretty. Alright, so I'm going to open it for the very first time. Wow, this is really pretty. I have seriously every color of the rainbow now. That is so pretty. Would y'all want me to do some swatches? Like you're gonna answer me back. And I will go down the shade names. I know that James and many other YouTubers have done this probably on their channel. But we're gonna start with Canvas. Next is Ring Light. And then So Good, 518, Rusted. And then Halloween, Wig, and then Tea. So that's the top row. And the top row is more natural. And then we have Punch Me. I'm really sorry also. I'm sick. I have been for a little while. My lip is busted. Like, just ignore it all because we're about to transform, okay? So after Punch Me, we have Sister, which is this peachy, definitely like a sparkly undertone. Alright, this is the first one. Ooh, that's really soft. Really buttery. So that's more of like a sheer finish. That's probably a really pretty topper in the inner corner. And then after Sister, we have Mary. And then Literally, and You're Kidding, which is supposedly a phenomenal red. So I may be using that today. Shook, Boutique, and Benny. I like how he incorporated the bigger shades into his palette. I would definitely say this middle row is probably going to be my most used out of the whole entire palette. I'm going to move down to this middle row here. Flashback, Face, Tune, because he uses Facetune all the time, get it? And then Code James, 10% off, No Beans, and Spooky. We have B, Guac, Hello, that one's really pretty. And then Playground. Probably gonna use that also. Brother, Artistry, because we're unleashing our inner artist with this palette. Love that. Pinkity Drinkity. And then our final row, we have Social Blade, Daddy, Cape Cod, which like that a lot. Cola, Acapella, Escape is this deep purple. I love purple. Purple is my favorite color, like ever. And then is yellow, and then black. After Escape, Single, and then lastly we have Skip. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. If I'm leaving any information out for you, I'll try to answer them in the comments if I don't cover all the bases. Just touching Sister and Guac, those are the only two shades I have touched. They're really, really soft. And the formula seems to be really creamy. I like that. Something I want to show you is the Jaclyn Hill palette. I love this palette. She's well used. I use some colors more than others. I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying that I have used a lot of different palettes. There's a lot of palettes I've not used. But it is my first review. Doesn't mean that I don't know makeup. I've been doing my makeup for quite a while. I have other influencers' palettes as well. Like this is from Dominique Cosmetics. This is her Latte palette. This is a really great palette. You know, maybe I'll do other reviews on some of these palettes. Several of the Kylie Cosmetics palettes. I have a ShanXO palette that I really like. And I also have a Jeffree Star palette. This is a face palette. I have blood sugar. I just don't want to get it out right now. This is just to show you, like, and I know what I like. So I just want to see if this kind of fits my standards. Something else that I want to show you, my brush collection from James Charles that I got. You can see the imprint of the James Charles signature there. I'm going to open it up. And I have not used these brushes yet either. Wow. Pretty. So we got a face brush. This is the Morphe M439. That's really soft. I'm sorry, my hands are stained. I work with kids. I do art activities. I'm an art instructor. So I'm playing with paint all day in my hands. I come home with stained fingers. So you're like, what's blue? Like, it's paint. Oh my gosh, this is really soft. I've never used a Morphe brush ever. This is like the nicest set of brushes that I've ever owned. So I'm really fascinated with how soft it is. Oh. Some of these, like, I have no idea how to use them. Okay, I need scissors. Okay, I'm gonna try not to cut myself. For the brushes, try not to cut the brushes more importantly. So they're definitely well packaged. Like, there's a whole nother piece of plastic on top, you can see. So that's a cool brush, the M501. I'm gonna eventually learn all these names. They're definitely well packaged. I'll say that. It's gonna take me a while to open all these. I may have to turn off the camera and then come back once they're all opened. But I hope y'all believe me when I say that they're all still bagged up. This is the M527 brush. Like, really good. It's big. Since I'm doing a review, I think that I'm just gonna do my makeup a little bit backwards today and change it up. So I'm going to start with concealer. Okay guys, I'm back and I just put some concealer on my brows. I carved them out a little bit. This is definitely a different step for me. I don't ever really do this, but I actually used the Morphe M224 brush right here. I'm going to start with applying my eyeshadow. And I know that he uses an eyeshadow base. I don't have one. And if it ends up looking bad, then that's my fault. I'm not going to blame it on the palette. Where are my scissors? They're serious about packaging, aren't they? So I've got this. Okay, so I've got this M433 brush. I'm going to start off in my crease. First color in the top second row. So I'm going to work this all into my crease. I also didn't set my eyes after I did the concealer, so it's a tackier base. And I know that that's what other people usually do. This palette, I want to do like an orange-red vibe. I'm going to pick up the shade 518 into my crease where I put that brown. So I've saturated my brush with Rusted. Oh wow. So I really like this brush so far. It seems to give a lot of precision. At the same time, it blends the colors really well together. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the second eye and get it to this point. I'm back with the other eye finished. And I'm liking the pigment so far. It looks really good. Okay, here I've got my M124 brush. It's a flat brush, like it's really skinny and small. And I think it's gonna be good for drawing a crease with this red color called You're Kidding. I'm gonna take just a little bit. Definitely got some fallout. Like just touching that, it is powdery. I don't see anything wrong with fallout. That just means that it's a rich color. This red is definitely powerful. Like it's showing on top of the other colors that I added. So I'm going to do that to this side and then I'm going to cut the crease. I just cut my crease using the M224 brush, the same one that I had carved my brows out with. I think I'm going to start with a little bit of yellow. Alright, so I'm going to grab the M506 brush. I'm going to grab B. Yeah, hopefully this still turns out good. What is on my ear? Oh my gosh, I got paint on my ear at work. I want to use Wig because that color is just speaking my name. It is so smooth. This color, wow, that's really pretty. So I'm going to go right on my lid with that. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, and I'm gonna go over the yellow. That's gorgeous. So I have not done anything to this eye. I think I'm going to finish this eye and finish this eye off camera. Okay guys, so I just finished using my Morphe sponge, blending in my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in almond. And this one isn't too far off from my skin tone. It is a little more yellow, but once I put all the powders and everything on my face, it should even out. So next I'm going to take my concealer. I think I might still prefer my Real Technique sponge over this just because it's more bouncy. Like this doesn't have as much give. My eyes kind of have a sunset vibe. I'm digging it. Okay, I'm going to set my face with this powder brush, the M527. I'm going to use this brush here, the E4 brush, to contour. Blush. I'm going to start with the bottom lash line. I want to do a pop of color. Let's do blue. Blue or purple? Let's do blue. I want to use this brush. I've never used a brush like this. The M410 brush. It's a flat definer brush. I'm going to take the shade Playground, get that on my brush. Got a little bit of fallout, but not as much as You're Kidding. And I'm going to go under my eye. It's very pigmented. I'm going to use that same brush and go into Cola. Can you see this better? These colors, they look really good. Next, I'm going to take my Tarte Man-Eater liner, and I'm going to do this off camera. Okay guys, I am back. I have my liner on, I have lashes on, which I used the Ardell Wispy Lashes twin pack right here. And then I put on the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Androgyny Velour Liquid Lipstick. And I wanted to use this brush as a highlighter brush because I don't have any highlight on. I really use the James Charles palette for a highlight. So I'm going to take what I put in my inner corner, which I don't know if I showed y'all earlier, but I put the ring light in the inner corner. And so I'm going to take that same, actually I'm going to take Face, pat that on this brush, and I'm going to use that as a highlight. That's pretty. I know you see that. Oh wow, that's pretty. Okay, so this is Face, and she is a queen. Wow. Do the tip of the nose, go along the bridge a little bit, Cupid's bow. She's glowing. It's time to give our final thoughts. So here's what the palette looks like. Oh shoot, she's already dirty. There you have my completed look on the James Charles palette with Morphe. Let me zoom you guys in here. I like the colors that I chose. I mean, because I'm wearing black, it's definitely not like in your face because there's some natural colors. Then that pop of blue makes my blue eyes pop, and I really like that. Alright, so I'm going to wrap up my final thoughts on the palette. I think that these brushes that I used are really great. Out of the whole entire brush collection, I used the M224, the M433, the M124, the E4, I used the M527, the M410 brush, the E48, and lastly the M501 brush. I think my favorite one to use was this M410 brush. I've never used a brush like this. It's completely square and flat. I really liked getting in there in my under eyes. That worked out way better than I thought it would. The colors, even though I did my makeup backwards, I think that they're still very vibrant. I don't have a problem with them. I actually am very pleased with this look overall. Okay, so I really like the eye look that I came up with. So I had started with Punch Me and then transitioned into 518 and Rusted. And after Rusted, I went in with You're Kidding, cut the crease. So I used B after that, and then Wig, and then I highlighted with Ring Light. So I'm actually pretty proud with that. I used a lot of different colors. There's still more to come. I might do another just tutorial on this palette or just keep including them on my Instagram page, which I'll have roll across right here. Okay guys, that is the completed look. I'm really glad that you stuck around and did this first impression / review with me on the James Charles X Morphe palette. It was my very first one. Questions or comments, leave down below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Please, I have, I don't know, 4 subscribers now, and I love all of y'all with my whole heart. Thank you so much. I'm gonna try to get more videos filmed and up for you guys. And alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye.